Greenland, once known primarily for its vast glaciers, icy wilderness, and extreme remoteness, is now stepping into the global spotlight in a way few could have predicted just a decade ago. Its strategic position between the Arctic and Atlantic Oceans has made it a focal point in global geopolitics, attracting the attention of major world powers. Greenland's unique location, combined with its vast untapped mineral wealth, has made it a prize in the eyes of nations seeking new resources and influence in the Arctic. Beneath Greenland's thick ice lie rare earth elements, uranium, and other critical minerals, resources that are now in high demand for advanced technology, renewable energy, and defense industries worldwide. As global supply chains become increasingly fragile and competition for resources intensifies, nations are racing to secure access to these vital materials, seeing Greenland as a potential solution to future shortages. Greenland, an autonomous territory within the Kingdom of Denmark, now holds the keys to these resources and is carefully weighing its options, deciding who will be allowed access and under what terms. The US made global headlines in 2019 with a surprising, ultimately unsuccessful bid to purchase Greenland, a move that underscored just how strategically valuable this island has become in the eyes of world leaders. For Greenland, this surge of international interest represents a unique opportunity to build economic independence, develop its mining sector, and chart its own course toward prosperity and self-determination. Every decision made today will shape Greenland's future, as it stands on the threshold of becoming a significant sovereign player on the world stage, with its destiny firmly in its own hands. At the center of this new Arctic race for resources and influence is the Malmbjerg project, a site that has quickly become a focal point for both economic opportunity and geopolitical interest. This remote location is home to one of the world's largest undeveloped molybdenum deposits, a hidden treasure beneath Greenland's icy surface that has drawn the attention of global industry leaders. Molybdenum is a critical element for producing high-strength steel, making it indispensable for modern infrastructure and advanced technology. It's essential in everything from oil and gas pipelines to military hardware, vehicles, and even renewable energy systems, playing a key role in the backbone of industrial society. Recognizing this potential, Greenland recently granted a 30-year mining license to Canada's Greenland Resources Inc., signaling its readiness to transform mineral wealth into real, long-term economic growth for the region. For Europe, the Malmbjerg project could become a strategic lifeline, supplying its entire defense sector's molybdenum needs and supporting critical industries. This would significantly reduce Europe's reliance on imports from China and the US, strengthening its supply chain resilience and economic independence. The Canadian company has already secured long-term supply deals with major European steelmakers, ensuring a stable and reliable market for the extracted metal. These agreements guarantee that the molybdenum will reach industries that need it most, supporting jobs and innovation across the continent. Such partnerships provide the financial security and confidence needed to invest in a remote, challenging Arctic environment where logistics and weather pose constant hurdles. The Malmbjerg project is now a cornerstone for Greenland's economic ambitions and a pillar of Europe's resource security, marking a new era of cooperation and opportunity. It's a clear sign that Greenland is open for business, on its own terms, shaping its future while inviting the world to participate in its growth. Awarding Malmbjerg to a Canadian firm highlights a new alliance between Greenland, Canada, and the EU. This partnership fits the EU's strategy to reduce dependence on China for critical minerals. European governments have invested in Greenland's development, building trust, and paving the way for deals like Malmbjerg. For Canada, it's a chance to showcase Arctic expertise and expand its influence. This alliance is about more than one mine. It's a model for responsible Arctic development among democratic partners. Together, they're setting standards for environmental protection and local benefits. Greenland's choice reflects its vision for sustainable growth with trusted allies. The US response to Greenland's mining deal has been marked by mounting frustration, especially from former President Trump, who once famously tried to buy the island. Trump's interest in Greenland was widely publicized, but his ambitions were met with skepticism and even ridicule, both at home and abroad. Despite the headlines, the US has struggled to turn that attention into meaningful action. Despite growing public and political interest, the US has lagged far behind in making concrete investment offers. In contrast, Canadian and European firms have been quick to seize opportunities, moving decisively to establish a presence in Greenland's emerging mining sector. Their proactive approach has given them a clear advantage. Greenland's minerals minister has openly confirmed the lack of formal American proposals, highlighting a disconnect between US intentions and actual follow-through. This absence has not gone unnoticed by Greenlandic officials, who are eager for real partnerships. The US National Security Council has repeatedly emphasized Greenland's strategic importance, but these discussions have mostly come after deals were already struck by others. The timing has left the US reacting to events rather than shaping them. This reactive approach highlights a persistent gap between American rhetoric and real economic engagement. While US officials talk about the Arctic's significance, their actions have not matched their words. While Washington focuses on countering rivals in the Arctic, it's missed crucial opportunities for direct partnership with Greenland. The US has been more concerned with strategic competition than with building relationships on the ground. Greenland's leaders, meanwhile, are looking for tangible development, new jobs, infrastructure, and investment, not just strategic talk or promises that never materialize. The US approach, centered on long-term security and geopolitical strategy, simply hasn't matched Greenland's immediate needs for economic growth and visible progress. As a result, Canada and Europe have secured key positions in Greenland's mining industry, while the US is left playing catch-up, watching others reap the benefits of early engagement. The lesson is clear. In the Arctic, action matters far more than ambition or rhetoric. Those who move quickly and decisively are the ones who succeed. Greenland is rewarding those who show up, invest, and deliver real results, not just promises. Greenland's government has been unwavering. The island is not for sale. Premier Mut B. Egede and his predecessors have made it clear. Greenland is a homeland, not a commodity. The government carefully selects partners who respect its autonomy and rules. By working with Canadian and European firms, Greenland avoids dependence on any single superpower. Every deal is scrutinized for alignment with sustainable development and local benefit. The ultimate goal: economic strength that makes Danish subsidies unnecessary, paving the way for full independence. Greenland's leaders are leveraging their resources to build a future decided by Greenlanders. Their assertive stance is reshaping global perceptions, positioning Greenland as an emerging nation with agency. Each partnership is a step toward a self-determined future. US investors face hurdles in Greenland due to strict local laws protecting the environment and ensuring local benefits. These regulations can be complex, and American firms have been hesitant to navigate them. The US approach has focused more on strategic rivalry than on building real business partnerships. Canadian and European companies with Arctic experience and a focus on local benefits have found more success. Their practical know-how and respect for Greenlandic autonomy make them preferred partners. The shadow of the US purchase offer lingers, reinforcing Greenland's caution. The EU and Canada have invested in genuine relationships, which has paid off. For the US to compete, it must shift from strategic talk to real, respectful collaboration. Greenland's story is a preview of the Arctic's future: riches, risks, and tough choices. Melting ice is unlocking resources, but also intensifying geopolitical competition and environmental threats. The Arctic ecosystem is fragile. Mining brings both opportunity and danger. Greenland must balance economic growth with strict environmental protection. Mining is costly and risky. Success depends on market conditions and massive investment. Many projects may never materialize despite big promises. Greenland's partnerships with Canada and Europe are attempts to navigate this complex landscape. The choices made here could set the standard for the world's last great wilderness.